selected a recipe which is really tasty, but I have simplified it. It is called Mutabbaq. 100 grams of chicken mince, and I have added 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste in it. All right, and here I have a few spices which will go in our chicken mince, which is very simple. As you can see, salt to taste, red chili powder ½ teaspoon, sumac powder, which is an Arabic spice, ½ teaspoon, quarter teaspoon of haldi for just brighter color, and even less than ½ teaspoon garam masala for 300 gram of chicken mince. Okay, as I'm saying that my chicken is less, so everything, the spice level, everything is a little less. All right, this is a mix of parsley and spring onion. Okay, I will use it on top. These are some shredded carrots. I will use it in mince when I'll cook it. And guys, very important, beaten eggs as required. This dough and the filling and the whole feel of this recipe is very eggy. So you will see how how many steps we will use the beaten eggs. It is gonna go in the filling. It is gonna go when we will roll the dough. It's gonna go on the top. So in every step we will use a lot of beaten eggs. So take note of that you will need beaten eggs as your requirement, like whatever amount you have of chicken mince and parathas. So we will use according to that. Okay, so this is all about the filling. This is the dough I have made. All right, this is the dough I have made. Important thing is that you need to give it rest. Okay, otherwise we won't be able to roll a nice big paratha, and we won't be able to fold it nicely. Okay, and this is also like according to your choice. If you want to use just spring onion, you can do that. If you want to use spring onion and parsley, it will add more color, so that's totally optional. And here in my wok, as you can see, guys, that I have already added 1 chopped onion in 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of olive oil or any oil you use, and I have just softened it a little bit. Let's add our keema with ginger garlic paste. Mutabbaq is very popular Middle Eastern or Saudi days, and it's very good for a sahar and iftar. You can make completely moisture free, very dry kind of filling. That is why I'm not adding spring onion, because if I add spring onion, it's gonna release more water. Okay guys, so at this point I can check the seasoning, that if salt, pepper, everything is fine. 1 tablespoon. This adds a lot of flavor. It has a tangy flavor. A little. This is what I wanted. Okay. No moisture. So guys, time to turn it off, and I will just pour in everything. The dough, guys. This dough is made with ½ cup of all-purpose flour and ½ cup of regular chapati atta. So you can make it with all-purpose, like the regular recipe. The original recipe calls for all-purpose flour, nothing else. But I mix atta sometimes just to avoid all the time like using all-purpose flour or maida. Okay, and I have used 1 tablespoon of dry milk, some salt, 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of oil, some water, make a soft dough. If you don't have milk powder, you can add, you can make the dough with milk only, okay, and add an egg also. Just for the beginners, I have made the dough easier so that everyone can make it. But in the actual recipe, they use milk, oil, and egg to make the dough, and they use only all-purpose flour. They don't use atta. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. I just wanted to make the recipe as simple as I can. Alright, let's take a small, like this disc shaped bowl, this big, okay? Because the idea is to roll it as thin as you can. If the dough is not rolled properly, I mean if it's not thin enough, then we will not get the desired crispiness and the result. So a little bit of dry flour, because I have used very less oil in the dough, so I will be needing more dry flour. I'll just dust it off, and don't worry about the shape, okay? Better will be the results. So it's a paper thin. I can see through the fingers and like my shadow of my hand, and the dough was very small. Now I'm seeing, so I'm gonna add beaten egg, like half of the egg. It's 1 egg, and I'm gonna mix it in. This will make my mixture a little ooey gooey. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of my greens, my chopped parsley, and my spring onion goes in. Dough. So this is very important that you guys see, okay? Keep adding the filling. It has to be like generous amount. You can add up to 4 tablespoons or whatever you think you can handle, okay? Right? And just make a rough square in the middle. Doesn't really have to be very precise. A rough square in the middle, and then I will add some cheese. This is optional. This is my thing, guys. I love cheese in these kind of recipes. It's not part of the original recipe, but I always do that. And then little bit of egg goes on top again. The more the merrier, okay? Eggs on side to make it easier to stick, okay? There you go. And then I will see if more is needed, I will put more egg. Now since the dough is really thin, so you have to be careful. Now make a pocket or a parcel. Keep adding beaten egg wherever you think it's needed. Alright. Now spread it, and with softer hands just flatten it so that our dough gets even more thinner, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, where is my brush? This guy is hiding somewhere, never mind. Just add more egg on top, okay? More egg on top. Egg, egg, egg. Egg is in every step, okay? You cannot skip it. Egg goes on top, and then I'm gonna add my sesame seed on top. This is optional, guys. This is just for additional aesthetics, okay? And now my parcel is ready. My pocket is ready to go in the pan, and you guys will see how it's going to work in the pan. Okay, so egg side down first, and give it enough time to get some color from the base. Then slowly we will add more egg. Okay, let's add it now because it's already cooking. No harm in adding it now, and we will flip it once it's a little cooked from the base. Be patient. Do not hurry. Let's spread the eggs. Even if it goes on the side, that's fine. can even season your eggs with a little bit of salt and pepper if you want. Okay, little bit of color on the base, and now I'm going to add little bit of oil, around half tablespoon, just to help it getting more color. Now I will flip it. Look at this. And now I'm gonna make it a little high, and I will press it. Pressing will help in even cooking, because of course it's a fat envelope, so you need to make sure that the sides get all the color, golden color as well. Did you see the color? Did you see the golden color, guys? This should be the color, guys. And if you use all-purpose flour, this is going to be even more pleasant to eyes, because our all-purpose is a white flour, so that gives a better color. All done from all four sides, and look at the nice golden color. It looks like a French toast. Doesn't even need blotting paper. In Ramadan, make sure that whatever you are making, it is in small portions, because you know, in big portions you won't be able to finish everything and there will be waste of food. Okay, holding it for a few seconds in a very less oil, because my pan is non-stick and I don't need much oil. Okay, and now this side. All four sides should be cooked. This will get color really quickly. That is why my focus is right on pan and not elsewhere, so that you follow each and every step. This is the finished product. Don't you think it looks amazing, guys? Just look at this. The filling, you can see from inside. Just wanted to wish you guys a very happy, blessed Ramadan. Please remember me in your prayers, and I hope you all have wonderful Ramadan. Inshallah, see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you will enjoy the recipe. Jazakallah. Bye.